and MP Promotions are proud to present the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World.
Manny Pacquiao.
Cerveza con carácter. AT&T. Viva Mexico plan. Make calls from your wireless phone as if they were a local call. EA Sports Fight Night Champion. Available March 1st. Smart Communications, the Philippines' largest mobile company, and Top Gear on the History Channel. The Gearheads are coming to history with Top Gear. Premieres next Sunday, November 21st. And now, here are your 3 judges at ringside. Scoring the bout, Glenn Crocker, Jurgen Lagos, and Oren Schellenberger. This contest sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Executive Director William Coates. Chairman Brian Francis. Boxing Administrator Dickie Cole. WBC President Jose Sullivan. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, referee Lawrence Cole. And now for the thousands in attendance and the millions around the world who wish they could be here. Ladies and gentlemen,
now we're ready to be here.
Let's get ready to rumble!
You're my idol. You're my idol. I'd rather be here than there.
Fighting out of the blue corner, standing with head trainer Roberto Garcia, wearing black with red, officially weighing 150 pounds. His professional record, 38 victories, including 27 knockouts, with 6 defeats. From Tijuana, Baja California, Norte, Mexico, the 3-time champion of the world, El Tornado de Tijuana, Antonio Margarito.
Talaga ba yan yung introduction na yan?
Fighting out of the red corner,
the Pac-Man.
Standing with head trainer Freddie, wearing white with gold. Official weight, 144.5 pounds. Professional record, 51 victories, including 38 knockouts, with 3 defeats and 2 bouts even. From Sarangani Province, Philippines, the 7-time champion of the world, Manny
Pac-Man.
Da plano nga mang sukat kini ko ah.
Nalalaki. You know that the demand is pretty low. Adala trabaho mo ba ang Manny Pacquiao?
That Manny Pacquiao better be ready for war. Pacquiao always is, and so are we.
Go, fight already! Manervyo sa ikaw, makasakti manakaw. Manakaw ka di ba tandanaw?
Nag-record ni Ryan nga ta, kinuwate bago nga manakaw, tinawan ang baterya.
Nagmalasan. Sayang.
What a useless name.
God! Go! Pac-Man!
Antonio Margarito's hand-wrapping exercise was because of his recent history, carefully observed, probably the most carefully watched ever, and of course, but during the same period of time, members of Pacquiao's camp believed they saw Antonio Margarito either drinking coffee or
taking an ephedra-based substance in the dressing room. They protested to the Texas State Athletic Commission. The Athletic Commission had to bring the two trainers together. There were fierce and heated words on both sides. Eventually, it was determined that a drug test after the fight will have to be the measure of whether Margarito has taken a banned substance. And Pacquiao, for his part, gave no indication that he ever considered not entering the ring to fight. So here they are.
And Margarito starting with a decent jab.
That's it.
Something surely he has worked on in training. The question then, of course, becomes, how long does it last? Pacquiao trying to get inside and go to the body, and Emmanuel Stewart must Pacquiao fight a pressure fight.
Right now, Manny is I see he's punching, he's not used to punching as big as his face. Yes, it does.
Margarito with his normal power, if Margarito hunches
What I'm surprised about is Margarito's jab, which is really good. And that seems to be at this stage, the most dominant punch in the fight.
And the last thing we see is Margarito standing in the middle of the ring, in boxing with many for him.
Manny needs to try to catch when he's jabbing.
Ano pa lang nata? 1-2 jab lang nata pa lang.
It's a face! It's a face!
No!
He's a very intelligent fighter.
Sige, go!
Margarito has thrown almost exclusively jabs in the first round. As opposed against the Pacquiao with a good right-left combination upstairs. Margarito's grinning at him as twice Pacquiao fired the left right up the gut and landed it on Margarito's face.
Margarito has shown a good jab, especially early in the round. Pacquiao dominated this round with a right hook, with a straight left hand to the body.
Well, he's one maybe remember. I don't think he's dominated. I see a lot of effectiveness with the jabs of Margarito still.
Basta nilinginan ang kasta.
Testing lang yan. Testing lang. Magana sa naman.
Testing lang.
Sa bali ko na. Sa bali ya jilingan. Nay, waran.
Oh wow, get girl ready.
And then the right, but straight and fast. Not slow and not far away. Jab, 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 and then the right. All right, pick a little order. Are you feeling good?
Feel good?
Pacquiao's numbers in round one were fairly even. Pacquiao was 16 out of 63. Margarito 13 out of 53. The shots of the round. Margarito throwing 44 jabs out of 53 punches.
I gave the round slam to Chuck Pacquiao. He landed some pretty clean punches, but the left jab seems to be becoming more effective as the fight goes on.
Di na pala nung nag-iima na kasi
shots inside to slightly win the round.
Margarito has been a notoriously slow starter through much of his career. A 53-punch output for Antonio Margarito in round one seems very low.
Whoa.
But he has had trouble getting rolling.
Jai na nakaisa Jai.
Content to stand in the middle of the ring and box with Manny Pacquiao.
Dang it!
The referee is Lawrence Cole. He's the son of Texas State Division head Dicky Cole, and you usually see him in major fights here in Texas.
You know, early in the Claudio fight, Pacquiao was also hit a bit more than recent fight. And here's Margarito. Margarito has landed not only some shots, he landed a headbutt followed by a right hand. These are hard shots.
Punching up could be a factor in the fight. Pacquiao beginning to focus a little more to the body, I think. That would probably be a good idea.
I still see the same facial expression that Margarito had when he fought Cotto.
I mean, you're not supposed to be on the ropes against Margarito.
Lagi kasi hindi pa nagdidigas.
Well, that's like the size. I keep saying size, but I can see
Pagpututo na tatato yung mga lang.
Pagbaraan ni Pidis-Pidis na.
First time that Pacquiao found his body against the ropes. And if there was one thing Freddie Rhodes harped on throughout training, it was, don't put your back on the ropes.
Pasok pa lang kasi niya. Muli Pacquiao. Pasok mo tata.
Looks like Pacquiao is determined
Nakatagal.
foregoing some defense and a little bit more in the moment of the later fight when he would go toe-to-toe more with some of the great Mexican fighters that he beat south of lightweight.
Kasi nalang yung Pacquiao tinarang ito ah. Tayag-gayang sinunod.
Sayang eh.
Tanga din lang mo.
Inside by cross inside by Pacquiao. He lands the right hook too as Margarito steps in. Margarito has been landing his jab. Pacquiao
Get side to side.
When he gets
Let's
close.
stay in the middle.
Uppercuts to Margarito, his favorite cut. He landed both the left and the right hand uppercut there.
This is why when you ask me, Margarito had a chance. Yes, mainly a lot because of the size factor. And Pacquiao's, looking at the eyes, Pacquiao's much more uncomfortable than Margarito's at this stage, even though he'll be winning the fight.
Brand new experience for Pacquiao, of course, fighting a man this big. Delectable experience, perhaps, Margarito fighting a man this small. Couple of power shots.
Side to side na lang na parang namin ni Pacquiao. So nawan yung side.
Naparinaan dito ang araw ni Pacquiao. Baka na napita kang
Nayanig mo
fight.
din.
Napita kang
Let's break him down a little bit more.
Yeah, just stay in the middle.
We need the box.
Side to side.
Masyadong maaga pa. Nakunin natin siya na gano'ng sitwasyon. Masyadong maaga.
When I was giving you the keys to victory earlier, I said Margarito need to work left uppercuts or right uppercuts through the middle because in the past it's shown that Pacquiao is very vulnerable for punches up through the center.
Active round, copy box count, 27-76 for Pacquiao, 26-85 for Margarito. They are separated by a punch or two in terms of landed punches in the first couple of rounds of the fight. But a lot of Margarito's lands are jabs, and most of Pacquiao's are power punches inside. You heard Freddie Roach saying to Pacquiao, it's too early to start trying to bang this guy around. You need to soften up a little bit.
Focus na ka
It's been a long time since Manny Pacquiao looked vulnerable.
Ooh!
He looked a little vulnerable here early.
Counter punch lang.
Sky uppercut! Oh, yeah, there you go. You get a sky uppercut.
Pacquiao pressing the speed advantage. Margarito still fighting for him, an unfamiliar fight. Boxing with his hands up, doing reasonably well at it. Part of the book on the fight was Margarito's not a jabber, doesn't have the kind of jab that will bother Pacquiao. First 3 rounds, Margarito's jab was bothering Pacquiao. Left hand by Pacquiao.
We're doing that.
Margarito's glove and right flush.
Yan, side by side.
Napahook na. Tinatawag. Oh, shoot!
Another one.
No!
With a right hook inside for Pacquiao.
Kailangan uppercut na.
Despite the vaunted Pacquiao power, none of these punches seem to be really bothering Margarito. They're just landing.
Gonchi. Napaya gra ko ni Pacquiao kumuklan.
No, kasi basi mo
Right
na
hook inside by Pacquiao landed on the chin.
See, that's cheating. He's cheating na.
Margarito
Pacquiao.
takes the Lawrence ball of
Right.
punch.
Yeah, wag
Amen.
mo ako.
Likodan na kikid.
Kapag patuloy, natabitan na nakarinan.
Pacquiao flirts with the corner there, moves away. Now his back is against the
Ooh!
ropes. Margarito tries to press the action. Pacquiao hits him. Pacquiao using the hand speed advantage to get Margarito off of him.
Okay sa mga
It does look like, Emmanuel, that Manny Pacquiao has figured out something in Margarito in the last minute or so.
Yeah, one thing he's got to do is punch and throws and get in and out. Because just trying to just force a knockout is not going to happen. He's got to eventually catch him. But in the meantime, I still see that the weight difference on Margaritas is pushing through and forcing Manny to back. And it's a difference in moving side to side, but he's pushing him straight back.
Good right-hand shot by Margarito around Pacquiao's guard. I think one thing Pacquiao's discovered in this round is that Margarito's gloves are split, and he can throw his left hand straight up the middle.
Ang kulit, blink! Oh my gosh! Now, go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see the score.
Nice!
May gusto!
Ayi pa nang dog si LED. Dog sana aja makatagan na kanang sa bike na. Sabay na pag ginaginiwan na.
Sabi na po eh. Sabi na nilagdagan
Okay, plan. Todos los golpes bien seguros, okay?
Also, when I pressure punches.
Hindi ba ba?
Here you see Pacquiao land beautiful punches. Even
Hello?
One, two, three, four.
Pacquiao now getting the distance between himself and Margarito in Concubot's numbers. That was a very good round for Manny. Harold, how do you have it for the British?
Okay, Jim. 3-0, 30-27, Manny Pacquiao. Jim, I love the guy's power punching. I mean, really, he's winning this fight on clean, effective punching. Now, he shows great read generalship. Don't take it away from him. He throws the right, then he throws the left, then he steps to the side. So when Margarito comes out in his show, he don't hit him because the guy ain't there.
I gotta say, I agree with Harold, guys. I see this as a wide fight for Pacquiao. I think Margarito's doing well in spots and rounds, but I haven't seen a round I thought, oh, maybe not.
I give that. Yeah! Pacquiao also.
corner eh.
Maybe have to
Sa
go
corner.
distance in case he gets a knockout fight. But even though he's landing in the fight, he's got to be
Side by side inside.
I think he won 12 rounds of nervous jeopardy with him. On the other hand, Margarito several times in the winning
Wala makaisputan.
he can't. Talking about Pacquiao. Now, the marks begin to show up on his face as he has a big red welt under his right eye.
Palpasumon!
The difference here between Pacquiao and Mosley, who manhandled Margarito, is Pacquiao may be younger and better and faster than Mosley, but he's not as physically strong and has to do this rather than
Napakyan nga ba ito eh?
Oh,
lalan!
Lalan, rusok!
Narusok na!
Back to the ropes and hit with an uppercut. And that's the only bad moment so far.
Narusok yan!
Narusok si Pacquiao?
No, wala pa isa.
Margarito slowed down tremendously in this round. Even though he wasn't...
Ito lang daw guys! Panaglaki din sa'yo. Hindi, tintimiti nyo na panadeta.
All the expert comments come in.
Napadara na gaya mo.
Padara na po na, Jeray. Kasi dito ko plera eh.
Sin mamati, sin rupa na.
Yeah, berarti round 10 tatlo.
Kita niya pinang ruso na pa itag.
Tinda na dyan. Nagsinda rin na gilag lang niya. Patagagong na yun. Ay, dako rin daw yung buko.
Tagtaro ka na.
Patayin na kata. Ay na, landed pa yun.
Patayin na kata.
Draw 60 po.
Sigurado at na hospital ito itong pangmutan.
Here you see the left hand shot. As soon as possible. You know he was being hot-footed.
Kita nga fight. Jadi rusak terkejut orang lagu.
Nagsaran. Naglinis pala yung rupa ng sanay.
Pagpasokon yan. Pagpasokon, wala na.
Hindi dagas na, lumantapaan na, tatalang.
Siguro din. Mamanagdang tayo sa Sumra kami nih.
Sorry, jump lang. Na.
Ano margarito?
Pati rusak. Na.
That Manny's output in round 4 represents the largest number of punches ever landed on Antonio Margarito in a single round.
Pacquiao punches very accurate too.
Nyara kita nga kidlat nga ko pagyo. Pas tayo na sumubros.
He even has the ability to adjust the punching mid-order.
Up.
Margarito going to the body against the ropes.
Oh, shoot!
That was the first moment that
Nakadanog ka nyo na eh. Gusto ka dyan, wala na.
Nagpadanog eh.
Nagpadanog.
Gusto ka dyan naman yan.
Patinagan!
You cut my job ko na.
Incidentally, guys, I mentioned CompuBox saying that Pacquiao just landed the most punches ever landed on Antonio Margarito in a single round. This despite the fact that Margarito won 12 rounds with extreme volume puncher Paul Williams, who fought a great fight against him.
Pacquiao's hitting him hard.
Hey, kung paano ikan ni gitna.
Absolutely, he
Pinalo tawanin ta barbas mo nyaw.
Ibusay.
Something to behold.
Sige.
Pacquiao's trainer Freddie Roach was asked about the huge weight advantage that was likely here for Margarito. He said, look, I hope he goes up to 180. Every pound he adds is better for him.
Padanog. Ikan na kan.
Nagtagsandanog na daw. Singaro sa gitaro ko.
Mamaya nagdiulong dyan eh.
Kasi ano
Ano mo talaga kalaban na na?
He has had something taken out of him again, Emmanuel. The body shots.
Saroted doon kita. Side step na lang kawanon.
Just give up.
Ano makita ko na.
Nala.
Everything seemed to sap out of him for a moment.
Of course, since Manny's a southpaw, it wasn't a left hook to the body, it's a left
Oh,
cross.
matinagoy. Matinagoy. Oh.
Pacquiao staggering
4,
Margarito
3, 2, 1,
momentarily.
0.
Napasok ko lang yung pakita.
Ganda nila daro niya referee.
Kaya pa, ano 1 minute 23. 166 ata, heck na 166. Oh, this is 409 yan. 409 di masanga, di dodimang box na masanga.
Yan nata pagdating 8 round nata pagsagin ni Margarito.
8 or 9.
Palagi na, talamis ka na eh. Talamis tempo. Po Diyos ko.
Wati matanong. Hanapin nga na padara ni Pacquiao.
Nako.
Recording it.
Six.
What about you recording?
6 round.
Ating pang-fast.
6 sabay.
6?
Ay, dapat battery.
Six tatang pakapagawa na ako.
Which Margarito has to try to track Manny
Nilalbanan.
Pacquiao's lightning left hand.
Kararag ni Pacquiao.
Maybe the fastest punching
You
boxer.
know what?
Napapainom mo na titigilan.
Most of the guys have speed, they don't have power.
Sobrang sa tikapin
Pacquiao
niya.
in the fifth. Pacquiao through the first 5 rounds, averaging 33 out of 81. Margarito averaging 18 out of 63. 63 punches average per round for Antonio Margarito, who at the height of his career a few years ago was averaging 100 punches per round. Punch output gets limited when you start fighting in a brand new style as he's doing now, and when you start to get hit hard by somebody like Pacquiao.
Side-step pa na pala. Ayaw ka ba?
Creating angles?
Creating angles, yeah, because
there's no way Margarito can
Side-step pa na.
Dumanog mapanti left, dumanog ti kanawan, mapanti right, dumanog kan ligid.
That didn't work, so he started moving right.
Nah, perkatam di.
Tamay-isa, ikampay tamay-isa. Napay-pakapay na katigil ka sa ulit ko na. Ikampay tamay-isa.
Chicago Bears cornerback Charles Tillman made a pilgrimage to Las Vegas to watch Manny Pacquiao fight against Miguel Cotto. Afterward, I asked him what was most impressive. He said, easy. I never saw any athlete in any sport.
Very many people realize his footwork is phenomenal.
That's what Tillman said. I've never seen an athlete in any sport who gets so many punches so fast.
Can't have punch power. A lot of guys move, but it's strictly footwork. He can move and punch, and then he goes into those positions that he's in.
Iya, wala di kalabanan.
Ikam tamay-isa kung nagtatlo. Usakan to.
Mga makiki, magakitan.
Nagiging niya ni Pacquiao sa nilainin.
Margarito having a better round this one than the last couple. Losing by a wide margin, obviously, but actually landing some punches in exchange.
Manny's taking something of a breather this round. It appears
Burrito, take burrito now.
I'll give it Manny every round of the fight so far.
He's breathing.
Some bigger than others, but he's winning all of them.
Oh no, oh no. Oh shit, Pacquiao no.
Margarito catches Pacquiao twice against the
Ikan na timogs nga kan.
energy. This gives him will and confidence. Suddenly he's back in the fight. As he seized it for a moment, the advantage of having Pacquiao against the ropes. This is Pacquiao's nightmare. Locked in a trap against a much bigger man. Fights his way out of it.
Ay, napagmukan!
May corner na yun.
Ang pagkipon. Neng!
Neng, nagtatan na yung kasawa ay kapsat na.
Isip ni
Cabit! Kung hindi lang cabit, tatagaan si baka umano ko. 6 mo. Kontrol mo.
Kontrol mo kasi. Naman eh.
Over na. Una, kontrol lang talaga.
Come on, Tony. Okay? Come on, you know what you were doing.
Wala na
You
dyan.
said Mr. Wilson, best exchange of the night.
Dyan.
Man was trying
May napanganat dyan.
He was letting the shot body in the but at the end of the round, still,
Biglang
Manny came
Manny,
back.
wala, wala,
Could have been a close round. That was the only really
Tan, rugyanan ni Pacquiao
but
tatan.
I think Margarito won that round.
Okay, Mike?
Racking up some astonishing numbers, though.
Pa-check na dyan matanan o ba?
Round 7.
Tan, rugyan na tan.
Now round 7 begins. The more than
Tama na
halfway
yun.
through the fight. Harold Letterman, how do you have it so far?
I've got a
Oh,
6 to 1 to 6 to 54. Manny Pacquiao. I gotta tell you, as close as that 6th round was, Manny Pacquiao still landed the clean on his shots. I thought he pulled it out the end. Be as it may, Manny circling back and forth. You know,
Takon anak ka ron.
landed tremendous shots in the zone. And Jim, the one thing we can't measure is the amount of pain that Margarito feels every time he gets hit on that small line. I mean, he really must be hurting. 6 to 0, Pacquiao.
I agree with Harold. I thought Pacquiao was one every round, including the last one.
Batik to, Mike.
You know, and Jim.
But you got those rounds that is called comparative rounds. I thought Manny won it, but I think that on the scorecard, Margarito
Nagbuka timing na, Tan.
compared to the other rounds.
Yeah.
But he really didn't win it. But a lot of judges do that just to keep him in the fight, so to say.
Jim, you mentioned that it's Pacquiao's nightmare. I think Pacquiao loves it. It might be Freddie Roach's nightmare to get trapped in that fight, but I think Pacquiao loves a good scrap, like the last round.
I think you're correct. I think it's Freddie Roach's nightmare.
Well, this is a bad display of boxing skill. Everything. Unbelievable.
So, in a historical sense, and obviously the fight's not over, how good is he, Emmanuel?
I think he's one of the best I've ever saw, and he's what we call a natural. Been getting rid of the trainer that really improved him like Freddie did and brought the best out, but he is a natural fighter.
Well, I'll say this. I've been boxing for 24 years. I've covered Ray Leonard from ringside, and this is the best offensive fighter I've ever seen.
He does it all and fights everybody. That's what
Oh my God.
He's really enjoying himself here. See him try to do the kind of ollie shuffle a few seconds ago.
Kasi nung sardengan na namin nga tanogin ka talaga nga do kamo. Pag napakinosay din kita ni.
Right. Before the fight, you said you could see it possibly going to 12-round decision. So be the size. That's the only factor, but it's strictly a Pacquiao show. Yes.
Pas-pas ni tarong.
You may be on target, or you may be because Margarito seems to be weathering these storms pretty well in spite of the way his face looks.
Margarito's hanging in, and he's having more flurries as the fight continues, but Pacquiao just stunned him with a right hook and backed him off again. Two more big power shots for Pacquiao.
Kaya na siya na.
Ang tupra ni Dara ni Pacquiao.
Oh, yun, tupra daran si Nolo.
Dati mahit at sayang buti ang buwang ni Dara.
Here you see Manny Pacquiao landing all of these precise guards up. But to me, the perfect fight is in and out.
Oh my gosh!
CompuBox numbers are around 7. Pacquiao 45 of 104. His high output to the fight. Margarito 31 out of 71. His best round of the fight, landing at 44%. Harold Letterman is still given every round in the fight so far to Manny Pacquiao. And incidentally, I'll alter my prediction, guys. If Margarito throws an uppercut from too far away, Pacquiao might counter him and knock him out.
That replay that we just showed was a 6-punch combination where every punch landed from Pacquiao in the middle of the ring.
And you look at the fact that Margarito had his defense up all that time. He penetrated to defense is amazing.
Basta, get out ng agad. Kasi ni-steady na yung managtangan niya, shoulder mo, no?
Ay, yung pag-alan ni Margarito, hindi ka ano. Yung makakasi din.
Kasi, tukon na kami nakastaran dito.
There was a time in the middle of his career when Manny Pacquiao was a terrific, world-class, one-handed fighter. Margarito banging him against the ropes here, trying to get the Pacquiao fight.
Hey! Man, boy!
Pacquiao fighting back with his back on the ropes.
Ano masakay pa yun? Parang balata na kata! Pasumon!
Sarakatan!
Sabayan!
Talaga po.
Ay, kanakitindong ka din. Pagpudutang man!
Margarito.
Absolutely.
You know, I've trained in the gym with Margarito.
Pamadi ko ni Pacquiao.
15 to 16 rounds. That's because he wins his fights on stamina. So even though he's tired and being beat up pretty much, he trains himself to fight this way. So he's still going to be fighting very strong going down the stretch in this fight. That's his biggest factor, is fighting while he's tired.
Hindi mo mahalis.
Remember,
Baywang!
is taking
Awan pa, di siya
full
nagtatapos.
shots from a 165-pound man who outweighs him
Still continues.
17 pounds in the ring tonight.
And speaking of redemption for Margarito, so far this has been a measure of redemption because he's never stopped fighting his fight in spite of a frightful beating. And he's had success fighting in spots the way we used to see him knock out good opponents.
But he's not breaking Manny Pacquiao up the way he did Miguel Cotto. Draw your own conclusions.
I talked to Miguel earlier today. As I was telling him, I thought that Pacquiao had to edge. He said, man, that he may have edge, but it's going to be a hard
7, 6,
What an exchange.
4, 3, 2.
Ay na yan!
Kapanugan yun.
Kapanugan. Kaya yan.
Nay, ang tawag sa kanila.
Kapanugan akong mura na. Ano malakdaw ko sinalit. Kami na yun.
Nay, akong nakatakwa, pati ka.
No, what to talk to bleeding.
Same thing, doctor.
Ew, that's disgusting. Just give up.
Nakuha na mo, di Pacquiao eh. Kita magkanay, nakuha na, di ko na, pimping na, di may kakwan.
Oh, but what about his
Kanta ka pa ito pa
Here
eh.
you see Pacquiao in the ropes again.
See, nag-check na.
Rally. So to say, it's always when he's got
Sabi ito pagkalanan ng mga corner na kami na yan. Magaganda.
Manny comes right back with a flurry of punches. But Margarito's best success has been when he's had him in the ropes. And here this left uppercut, which is his weakness, right up through the side.
Like
Power shots in the 8th round. Pacquiao landed 35 out of 65. That's sensational. Margarito had a tremendous round, landing 29 out of 55. Again, Errol Letterman continues to give every round to Manny Pacquiao. So I think with the rest of us.
Even when Margarito's having those great moments, Pacquiao back on the ropes. Landing almost as much as Margarito.
Pagi na lang tanda ni ka.
Kita tipang solid punch na
And the 34 punches Margarito landed in that last round are the most anybody's ever landed against Manny Pacquiao in a single round. So now Pacquiao has a new distinction in his career. He took the most punches he's ever taken in one round from a guy who outweighs him 17 pounds. And then he holds on, and he's getting tired.
Yeah, but it's a size factor. If it wasn't the fact that Margarito was so big, almost 20 pounds bigger, Manny would have knocked him out.
Almost 20 pounds.
But he's been able to absorb. It's much like when Sugar Ray Roberts fought during maximum time. He did everything, but the 15-pound weight advantage was too much, and it wore Robertson down.
Remember that when Henry Armstrong went up and tried to win the middleweight championship after having won the featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight championships already, he ran out of gas against the bigger man.
Severino Garcia, and that was the case again. It's just too much weight difference.
Oh, he got a draw.
Yeah,
Many think he deserves to win.
But it's just a bigger man can absorb the punches a little better than a smaller guy. But a regular 140 pound
There was another left-hand rally by Manny Pacquiao. But showing intelligence and perhaps some fatigue, Pacquiao for the first time in this round has begun to move away simply to create space between himself and Margarito. Call it breathing room.
And smart strategy. He can pretty much do what he wants from long range, even though he's a smaller fighter. Pacquiao.
Another anomaly.
He's in good shape, and he can continue to do this. He'll win the fight. But, once he gets in the ropes, Margarito uses his physical strength to rough him up.
It does seem as though Pacquiao maybe decided that he can't knock Margarito out at this point.
Unless somebody wants to stop the fight because of that right eye, which is
nice.
At this
Right
point.
eye, come on.
Right time.
Pacquiao landed some great hooks. Knockout style hooks.
Pas mo nag-belted pa.
Nalin na sa sidestep na, pasirok-sirok na eh.
Kaya nakadipasigan eh.
Ano yung pagkaw eh? Ba't yung pagkaw eh? Awan tiling na ni boss.
Paisuman.
Na-dehydrate.
Dia may sama ni takot naman na diyan.
Hirap ba?
Ako diyan na una yun guys.
No, forget about that. He's gonna get in close. Get in close. Knock him out.
Here you see Manny Pacquiao do what he does better.
Bang! Sapa! Up!
Catch him with a
Bang!
Kaya yung nakalaman.
So, na.
Nagkatawa pa lang, nagkatawa lang.
Nagkatawa ka?
Tanong-tanong. Gago ko na.
Yahoo!
Magitan yung divorce tang ko na.
When he gets hit, it slaps.
Napakabigay na pag-ito.
Pantos! Tres, quattro!
Testing yung dalawa kasi kita kailangan na.
Mabilang na pilaan niya kayo paparanda nga.
Bayan na rin, lamang na mamin dyan ay gini.
He's landed a clean 100 shots in every round. He's elusive as all get out, like Emmanuel has been saying. I mean, he's doing it all right. Beautiful ring generalship, fairly good defense. You know, he's been really aggressive.
Dila cham-chamba ni Margarito tanto di parang nakataw na eh.
Someday, boxing fans will look back
Ganda yung nawatin niya.
arguing with each other
Ganun ko talaga lang.
what was Manny Pacquiao's greatest performance? What was his most impressive feat? What was his biggest night? If this continues the way it does, and he wins all 12 rounds against a guy 17 pounds bigger than himself, touching him up, beating him up, ruining his face the way he is,
Get out there.
It's not just that Margarito's 17 pounds bigger, it's that Pacquiao was 40 pounds and then gave away 17 pounds.
right, he's a former flyweight, beating up one of the biggest welterweights we ever fought.
And I still don't consider
Kalpas ko pa nan. Order mo.
And incidentally,
You've
noticed that long beard on Margarito? Freddie Roach wanted to get the Texas State Athletic Commission to make Margarito shave off the beard.
Tadaan! Isang denda tilaban kita nung isang denda ito.
Isang denda ko eh.
Awatan denda ni Pacquiao.
Awatan da.
Technical knockout man
Putting it on Margarito right now.
Nung kasanda naglaganod ko. Isang denda.
May sabi na.
Bibilangan dan.
May sabi na ragot.
Picks up the tip.
Sabi ang combo nito.
Another perfect right hook.
It's 20% over.
What a show. What an amazing performance.
Na.
Una yung Pacquiao, turuan.
Nakapingat po sila.
Isang denda. Magbulag dati isang denda.
Pakpakan na tanan na isang denda kay. Pasa mo, parataw.
Margarito just mentally and physically fatigued both.
There. Nayanig din at Chen.
Napatalunan di pa ba?
Ano pala sa ardong po? Ang daragyan din ako nila natin.
Another 30 seconds.
Nabahan ka, di na pala ko ka. Kasi nayanig din tikin na tayo.
Masyan sa mo ni.
Masyan sa mo, mabutong sa mo. Tanguray lang ah.
Walan! Ayaw ko na!
Ayaw mo na. Wala ka nalang ko. Hindi na ko. Talaga nalang ko.
Tayo na, 99.23. Landed 57 na. 57 na.
1-1-1-1.
1-1.
Come on, Tony. I want to see you in this round, Tony. If not,
Shut the fuck up, man.
you gotta knock him out.
Ano nagkaroon kaya
Ano
ako?
nating ba ang
Come on, Tony.
I wanna see you na...
I wanna see you get knocked out.
Hindi wala ka tayo. My goodness.
Tony, put your hands up. Close up. Get in and throw, Tony.
Kasanupin ang magkadanog datat.
Hindi, wala.
which is
Pumpunasan na.
best punches that you can land, and he's very good at that.
Oh, shoot.
Used to be when he first
Di
came
na pala
here, he
sinubuyan
had
eh.
straight left, and that's all he had to work out for. But now he's developed into a balanced out fighter.
Oh,
right
kada
hook,
ka naman
jab,
pala. No?
right uppercut, straight left through the saddle, complete fighter.
Once he added the right hand to his stunning left cross, that took him to an entirely different stratosphere in an offensive fight. The 10th round was one of the most brutally dominant rounds of Pacquiao's career. He landed 57 of 89 power shots. Margarito threw 23 punches and landed 9. That's why Robert Garcia clearly gave consideration to stop him.
Sagana ka na eh.
Another measure of redemption for Margarito. Even though he's the villain with the hand grab, he could have gotten out of this fight a million times.
Siguro motor man minsan ng mic niya,
He wants to fight.
Ano ka di mag-surrender ka di ba
He's
yan?
not just doing it as a show for the
motor on 11
referee or for the fans.
Ito data na isip na knockdown.
Ito parigatak pa ko na.
Even though he's supposed to be behind the
Dahil hindi pa na mahalat yung surrender.
May plus of them, wala na ulit pa kayo.
Ay, sarang magdaan. Tala-talang kami.
Ya, talakyawan ni Jerry Perry ka. Hindi ka pala isardang.
Masyan siguro talagang masyan eh.
Hindi kita.
How much punishment do you want him to take?
May kamata. Palpasto ka pala. Palpasto mo mga laki din. Kanta kaya nga isardang.
Yeah.
Hindi pala sardang kasi ni Gago.
Nakaray dito. Bali ng chiladan. Taruban.
Come on!
This is a vicious
Let me stop. And you will.
Kaya, uno.
Eh, mapipila.
No, kasi binilang na yun talaga eh.
Uno eh.
Kasi ligas siya kung nalang din na.
Mga kalungan siya. Tag-blur di matalo ba kapatid. Kita nga. Suitot dahil to eh.
Pang ispenan to dyan oras na nagloko ko referee. Bay ang naltang ba?
Hindi ka sardang mo.
Oy.
No!
Kita na pala yung referee mo. Pacquiao, dinala.
Kailangan mo. Yan ang napalpasit ng
Ang balbali ko yung SPG mo na yan.
Masalit siya eh.
Wala! Okay, massage.
Yeah, dahil dito sa matutan nyo na. Wala tayo na-stop isa.
It's not just completely just he's getting hit so much, but just look at that.
Daywa, durmo!
Napano, ganit
Ay,
Pacquiao.
nakayatan nga.
Surrender ka nyo na.
Kaya masaktan.
Kaya na ubos oras sa akin.
Surrender ka nyo na eh.
Similarly to this, corner asked if they wanted the fight, or if he wanted the fight stopped. He
Come
said
on.
no, wanted the fight to the finish. Same thing here, obviously.
Nasabi ko nun.
It's not doing Margarito any good to
Ay,
take
kakapsunod
the number of
Pacquiao.
shots he's taking now. Plus on an already badly brutalized face.
Corner may stop.
Maminano na nataliyawin.
Pero di na pala.
Dinapilagot palpasaw.
Sakit ang day.
Dinapilagot palpasaw.
Let's go then, Tony.
Tangin na sila eh.
Tapi mo lang ako na eh.
Last damn round, Tony.
Ano dati time? Dati ko dati.
Tony, okay? Tony, we gotta work the jab. Come on, precise.
Oh, tapi last round?
Work that jab. Be lively. Don't just...
Talaga nung napalpasin dati. Talagang itumba ni ko.
Sabi mo nang magaling Pacquiao.
Kasi maminano na talyawin. Siguro masurong dati talaga.
Masya na kikita na dyan pa.
Knock-out na dati.
He only landed 6 out of 18 punches in the 11th round. That after 9 in the 10th. Pacquiao landed 51 of 75 power shots in the last round. Hitting Margarito at will. One more round to go.
Okay, last
Pacquiao was doing this to Miguel Cotto. Cotto's wife left the arena. You can see that the smile is utterly gone from the face of Margarito's face.
Sa sardang round 12 bidaya.
They've been together since high school. She's never seen him like this.
Never see him like that.
Kapag dumanong yung Pacquiao. Nakauto mo, so pwede record mo.
Honestly wonder whether Pacquiao has no more stomach for the punishment. He doesn't seem eager to hit Margarito anymore.
He doesn't look like he's carrying Margarito right now.
It's much like Joe Calzaghe
Some of the greatest fighters in history have done this.
Joe Calzaghe seemingly was doing that with Roy Jones in the later rounds.
Absolutely. There's no question Pacquiao's pulling his punches now. He is not following through and committing the way he does most of the time.
Baka knockdown na dahil yung
It's an acknowledgement from Pacquiao that knockout isn't necessary. To a certain degree, it's a nod to Margarito's guts and courage for coming as far as he has. And Pacquiao is going to let him finish the fight.
Let him finish the fight.
You wonder seeing this, as much as great as Pacquiao is and as dominant as he's been, Margarito's not known as an accurate puncher. You wonder if Floyd Mayweather's watching this thinking, maybe the time is right to fight this guy. For years, Sugar Ray Leonard wouldn't fight Marvin Hagler. Of course, Hagler's much bigger than Leonard. Until he felt the time was right. He noticed Hagler slow down against Duran and Mugabe. Then he took the fight. I wonder if maybe Floyd is waiting for Pacquiao to slow down a little bit. Because to my eye, guys, this Pacquiao...
Hindi, papakanahin ni Mayweather pa, hindi ko ganda na labanan.
Because he's fighting such different guys every time out, and they're all so big.
Makalakad ng Torque at last minute ko ng Rod.
Make clear who's still dominant, but obviously he's not trying to finish Margarito.
He doesn't want.
This is not Manny Pacquiao the fighter. This is Manny Pacquiao the congressman.
The congressman.
Manny Pacquiao the cultural icon. Manny Pacquiao the citizen of the world.
Nagwayan na yan mo.
Nakapalpaso nila. Nakahanap pa dyan ang ginagawa.
Pwede na lang dyan ko.
Pacquiao has his unanimous decision victory. Margarito has a vicious beatdown to remember, and the satisfaction of having finished the fight. Cold comfort though that may be.
Masyana pa.
Sa congressman mo nila.
Congressman.
Pagka-tao na, pagka... humanity.
Harold Lauder scores it. 120.
Perfected.
That's a shutout.
Hindi na kaya.
If I were scoring, that would have been 19.
Malati tayo ako.
$1 na.
$1?
It's
$1?
almost like a courtesy round.
Masyan na to, hindi naman kaya ako.
Mahal na ako.
Lagi ka mo yung tumalo.
Ako na nga, bakit namin yung Mayweather, kaya na ako eh.
Talyawan na yun ko kaya na-stopon namin. Talyawan yun.
Mami, nanong nakatalyawan dyan ako rin eh.
Nagaiba ka nag-i-i ka nata.
Showing some effects, but not much.
Hindi naman.
Dahil, scratch natin eh.
That's nothing.
Nanidiklaps na, baka nanigabil na.
Well, I'm not of the opinion that Pacquiao's ever been hard to hit in action. You can hit it. The question is how many times you can hit you. Let's go to Michael Butler for the official decision.
Tornado is coming, Juliet.
120, 108. Glenn Crocker,
Balikan
118,
Windy,
110.
Tornado.
Schellenberger, 119, 109. All three to the winner by unanimous decision. And now winner of his 8th World Championship, the fighting pride of Sarangani Province, Philippines.
Yeah!
Manny.
Hindi mo nagpunas ha?
Kinakaulit sa eh.
Naman nakita ni David na nagpunas silingan.
Naalala niyo Cortana na eh.
Victory number 52.
Nalala tayo
In Manny Pacquiao's now legendary career.
52?
his 13th consecutive win in this the late stages of his career, his 5th consecutive conquest of a significantly bigger man, a vicious beatdown of a guy who outweighed him 17 pounds in the ring.
Kaya nyo.
Goldilocks numbers, they lost only one side. Pacquiao managed 252 more punches, lands at a super high 44% connect rate. 58% of his power shots. Against a guy who has held world titles, 58% of his power shots. That's just astonishing. And now let's take a look at Punch Zone to see where Pacquiao was tucking margarito up. And of course, we saw it. 117 landed punches on the side of the hamburger by the 4th or 5th round. 136 landed punches on the other side of the head, 48 on the chin. That's 401, and I'll make it 399. 399 punches landed upstairs. No, 401. That was correct the first time. Credit to producer Dave Harmon, he was right. And the body shots and all these numbers and further testimony to the greatness of Manny Pacquiao. Right now.
Congratulations, Manny, on another brilliant performance. That's a pretty big guy you just beat up. What was that like?
It's hard. I really, I really do my best to win the fight. He's strong and he's a very tough fighter, and I can't believe it.
What can't you believe?
I mean, he's very tough and strong, and I never expected that once.
You never expected him to be as strong as he was? It looked as though by the middle of the fight, you were putting your back on the ropes and letting him work you over a little bit. Why was your back on the ropes?
Well, I'm trying to psycho him that I'm not hurting his punches, but but the truth is, I really strong and I got hurt.
When did you get hurt?
When I stay in the rope.
He did. He hurt you. Where did he hurt you?
Yes, in the body and in the face. He got me in the uppercut. So, and I'm so lucky tonight.
By the end of the fight, the last couple of rounds, it looked to us as though you turned to the referee, maybe asking him to stop the fight. Can you tell us what happened there when you were looking towards the referee in the 11th round?
I'm sorry. Yeah, because I feel pity to my opponent, and he looks his eyes and his bloody face, and take a look for that.
In the 12th round, it looked to us like maybe you were backing off a little bit, maybe not to hurt him. Did you carry him in the 12th round?
Well, I'm not looking on the 12th round. I'm not looking for a knockout. I'm just
let it go.
I want to finish the round.
So you were easing up a little bit in the 12th. Okay, we keep wondering when there's going to be a guy who's just too big for you. Is this as big a guy as you can fight?
I mean, that's why I can say it's really hard, fighting with Miguel Mukodo is very big and taller than me, and I can't believe that I beat like that easy.
Okay, and finally, no one can end an interview with you without asking you about a potential fight with Floyd Mayweather. What's your comment at this point?
For me, I'm not scared to fight anybody as long there's not a problem with the negotiation of my promoter. And that's my promoter job. I'm just a fighter to do my job and train hard for the fight.
Manny, thanks again. Another brilliant performance. We look forward to seeing you again as soon as possible. But, excuse me, what are your plans? Are you going to continue to fight?
No, retire.
Yes, I'm still strong and I continue to fight. And I want to thank, God for the victory that he gave it tonight, and also to all the fans who came here tonight and to watch the good fight. And that's all I can give, and I'm trying to make people happy.
You are a dedicated congressman and talk about liking going back to that job. So the pull of Congress has not yet overtaken the pull of the ring?
That's why now I have another job. After this, I'm going back to the Philippines and do my job as a public servant, and I want to help people. Thank you.
Thanks. Well,
oh my God. It's Halloween time, man.
Tell us what that fight was like for you.
Bueno, sí.
Bueno, sí.
La verdad, pues, Manny, sabíamos que era bastante rápido.
No,
Todo estaba bien, nomás cuando me cortó, ya no lo miraba bien ya no me dejaba mirar bien.
We knew Manny was very fast, and we were going good until I got cut, and then that's when the problem started coming. Did you ever consider stopping the fight?
No, para nada. Yo como todo mexicano siempre doy corazón arriba del ring. Y la verdad, le fallé esta vez a mi México nuevamente, pero vamos para adelante.
No way, I'm a Mexican. We fight till the end, and this time I failed Mexico.
Fight till the end.
We'll fight till the end. Robert, I'd like to ask you, because he's a Mexican who fights till the end, but was taking a real beating. Did you ever consider stopping the fight and maybe saving Tony from himself?
Never did. Tony's a warrior, and he would have never allowed me to stop this fight.
Thank you both. Jim?
All right, so a good look at the winner and the loser. Manny Pacquiao has yet another stunning triumph, another feather in his cap, another credential to add to his already historic list. And Emmanuel Stewart at this point, he's running out of opponents. We mentioned Floyd Mayweather. That's the fight that everybody continues to talk about, but in the assumption that maybe Mayweather isn't available again. Miguel Cotto's at ringside, your fighter. Here's talk with
Siyempre, nung makita na tayo mo lang, hindi mo kumanan na. Kumakain mo lang
He says he's a promotional free agent now, which may be
Well,
required to get a fight with Pacquiao. And he says he thinks
protect the
referee's ass.
That's very difficult right
Because
now.
just watching his own ass.
Went through it.